We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome, everybody. This is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and we have a very, very, very special guest. It's actually one of my good friends, Rosalie from college. Thank you for coming on, Rosalie.
Everyone.
Now, me and Rosalie, back in the day, we were in a fraternity and sorority, and we were good friends and stuff like this, and we were big-time partiers, and I was a completely different person, as you can imagine. Yeah. Those were the days.
Oh, yeah.
So what happened was years went by, and I became a raw foodist and changed my lifestyle around in a big way. And I haven't heard from Rosalie in years since it was college time. And what happened was Rosalie came down with PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And she was trying to have a baby and could not. And she was trying to find natural ways. The doctor said she could never have a baby, most likely. That's correct, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, they said it was impossible. You have PCOS. When she got an x-ray, it looked like a solar system of cysts all over her insides over there. And so she was just hopeless. And then maybe you could explain, I don't know how this happened, but you heard about me being a raw foodist, and like, how did this happen, like the beginning stages?
Well, before I contacted you, I had actually had two miscarriages. The first one was what's called an ectopic pregnancy. So the baby was forming inside of one of my tubes on my right-hand side, and I ended up having emergency surgery for that. Then it was probably a few months later, I ended up pregnant with twins, and then I had to have what's known as a D&C procedure done because the pregnancy wasn't viable. And I was really depressed at the time and trying to figure something out. And I had gone to a fertility clinic. And at that time, they had said I had so many cysts. And it truly was like a galaxy. They had put it up on the screen. The doctor had put it up in his office. And they showed the ultrasounds. And there were all these dots everywhere. And he said, you know, you have so many cysts that the likelihood of pregnancy was very low at the time. So my ex-husband, my husband at the time, we had left, and I just went through a really bout of depression, and I started trying to find other methods to help me become pregnant and to feel better. And I was looking online, and I came across raw foodist. I had never heard of it, nothing about it. I knew a lot of vegans, you know, because I lived in Tahoe for 8 years, but I'd never heard of it. And then I saw a name and it said Matthew Monarch. And I said, there's no way that it could be Matt that I went to school with, you know, and I clicked on it and I saw your picture and your hair. And I went, oh my gosh. Because when we went to school together, Matt was very clean cut, always looking good, you know, top of the line outfit. Then I see this guy and I went, it's a sign. It's a sign. And there was a number on the bottom and I called and he says, how did you even find this number? I said, he was doing I guess it was a talk you were doing, Matt, maybe I want to say maybe the Reno or Tahoe area. And whoever it was that had put that on had put your number on the bottom of the page. So I called you and the rest is history.
That is so funny. So,
yeah.
So Rosa called me, and you know, being in this industry, I've literally met thousands of people who have healed from all sorts of degenerative diseases. We just did a couple videos on two people that healed from, actually three people who healed from stage 4 cancer from changing their dietary lifestyle and stuff like this. And although I'm on a 100% raw food diet, I've met people who have done it, who have healed either on a 100% raw food diet or a cooked whole foods diet void of processed foods.
Mm-hmm.
The key is to simply,
Correct.
yeah, the key is to simply eliminate eliminate processed foods. So I knew Rosalie here. When you go on a 100% raw food diet, it's really extreme and it's very difficult to maintain socially and physically and emotionally and all that stuff. So we were talking about it, and it sounded like it would be best. Rosalie thought it would be best for herself, and so did I. I recommend actually most people to do a whole foods diet versus a raw food diet.
Mhm.
And so
Yeah.
what I did was I gave her. We have a Whole Foods list where it has everything that a person can eat on a Whole Foods diet. And if a person eliminates everything from their diet, but what is on this list, then you're on a Whole Foods diet, void of processed foods. And there's all sorts of foods on here. We're talking eggs, chicken, fish, turkey, baked potatoes, brown rice, and beans. And the list just goes on. And it's very doable for people. And Rosa here, who wanted to have a baby and had cysts all over her ovaries, she was down to do it.
Yeah.
And why did you believe that this would work in the first place? Like, just
Well, I'd known you for a really long time, and I've always seen you only back things that you truly believed in, and I said, you know what, there was a sign that I found you. And once I started doing research and I talked to you and you were willing to do whatever it took to help me realize my dream, which was to have a child. And you even went and you did a consultation with, I think it was Dr. Fred Beasy. I'm not sure if I'm saying the name correctly. Yeah. And so you said, okay, these are the things you need to do. Just try it, see how it works for you. And doing as you're saying, like a transitional diet instead of me trying to go 100% raw was exactly what I needed. And I began losing weight. I began feeling better, looking better. My skin was glowing. I went back to the doctor, and the doctor, after they did the next ultrasound, they actually didn't believe that it was me. And they said, we're going to check again. So they checked, and indeed, the cysts had pretty much cleared up. There were still cysts there, but I no longer had a galaxy. So this truly does work, just changing your food.
Right. You said it was like 3 cysts or something, or 4 or something like that, compared to hundreds.
Yeah, there were just, from hundreds, there were not even 10. And because of that, I had the opportunity to go ahead and conceive and carry my daughter to term. So, and now she's 7 years old.
That's incredible. I just met her last night.
Yeah.
How long did it take? How long did it take for you? How long was the time in between the galaxy star X-ray versus the only a couple cysts X-ray?
It was just a few months. I would say it was about 3.5 months that I went back and had the next procedure done. And then after that, we got to about Christmas time. It was the day after Christmas. I did intrauterine insemination. And so they do a sperm washing. They took my husband's sperm and they washed it and took out all the best ones. And then I was inseminated on 2 days, the 26th and the 27th of December. And then a few weeks later, they said, okay, congratulations, you're pregnant. I went back about a month after that. And the pregnancy was actually, yay! The pregnancy was on my right side, the same one that I told you I had the ectopic pregnancy on. And they had asked me to go ahead and terminate the pregnancy. And, I thought and I prayed on it and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And they said, you're risking your own life in doing this because it could have ruptured and, things wouldn't have turned out well for myself or the baby at the time. But I really had this strong feeling that everything was going to be okay. And indeed it was.
Wow. In 3.5 months of doing a Whole Foods diet, Rosalie here had a galaxy-filled ovarian system of cysts, and now it went down to like 1 or 2, and she conceived and had a baby. That's just incredible.
Yeah, it is true, and it does happen, and I wish more people would give it the opportunity and just try it. you don't need McDonald's, you don't need Burger King. Sorry if it's not okay to throw names out, but you don't need fast food or even things that you buy. As Matt had told me, stay out of the middle of the store, shop around the outsides. And I never forgot that, because I realized being on the outside that I could get everything that I needed, and I felt better getting it.
Wow. And there were other things we had you do also, in addition to the improved diet. I think you were juicing every day.
Yes, I still have my old Green Star. I had a Green Star juicer. I was juicing in the morning, making like a green juice. And then I was also doing probiotics and the enzymes as well. I know some people, now they come in caplets. I always just took the spoonfuls before I ate any cooked meat at all. And I actually enjoy the taste. I know a lot of people don't, but I prefer taking the powder as opposed to the caplets. So I did that every day as well.
That's awesome. The enzymes, when taken with food, it helps digest food. Then also when it's taken on an empty stomach, it goes in the metabolic processes of the body and actually helps heal the body. So when you have like a powder, like every enzyme is a catalyst. They make positive chemical reactions happen in the body. They'll take that molecule with that molecule, group them together and do that. And like it just like expedites the process of healing. And I know many doctors who have utilized enzymes to dissolve cancerous tumors, like they take high dosages.
Well, I recommend everyone goes there. There's something for everyone on the rawfoodworld.com.
Thanks for the plug. That's not the purpose of the video.
Yeah. But it is true.
Yeah. And it's awesome. Rosalie here is an awesome example. What about today? Are you still on a healthy whole foods diet?
I am back actually on a healthy whole foods diet after taking some time off and thinking, oh, it's fine, I can have things. And because of that, I actually started developing a condition similar to GERD, and I have like a little volcano in my stomach. So what I did was go back to how I was eating prior to. And believe it or not, my daughter, she actually had asked to be a vegetarian, and she just has never enjoyed meat. And so that's something that we're doing in our household right now. And that's why I just purchased those enzymes, because I said, now I'm going back and I'm already feeling great. And I actually use chia seeds, which is something that I saw on your site. And it really helps with the acid. I just take a tablespoonful without water at first, and then digest them, and then wait about 5 minutes as per the recommendation on the site. So, and that's actually been very helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. What happens is when you take dry chia seeds, when you put water in it, it absorbs the water like 9 times its weight in water. So when you take dry, what it will do is, like I've heard, it absorbs the acid and helps with that and moves it out and stuff like that.
Well, I can attest that that actually does happen. And when my volcano starts erupting, so to speak, if I take the tablespoon and I wait, like I said, about 5 minutes, sometimes I forget and I go, oh, I better drink some water. And I go ahead and do that. It relieves the pain in my stomach. And instead of taking the actual medication that the doctor had prescribed to me, he prescribed like a Prilosec type of medication, and this seems to help me a little more.
Right. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, so you said you placed an order for enzymes. Maybe you could email me your address. I'll send you like a little goodie pack for doing the video and then helping you get started on the whole foods diet.
Yay, goodie. Oh, that would be great. And if anyone ever has any questions, you have my email address. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that anyone might have.
You sure about that? You want me to post your email address below?
Yeah.
I mean, it would help people.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll be too many people. But if anybody's interested, her email address is right below, and she can help you with any questions you might have. And then, okay, sweet. And also, so you guys, literally, this is what I do for a living. I travel around the world. I do talks. At the beginning of every talk, I ask how many people have healed from diseases, because these are the people in the industry. They're bringing their family and friends, and the whole, like, 30 people per talk raise their hands. I healed from this, this, and this. I've literally met tens of thousands of people who have healed from all sorts of degenerative diseases from doing this type of dietary lifestyle. And what I did was I created a free video at the link below that explains exactly how to do this free in your own home. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to go to a health food institute. You get the Whole Foods list. All you got to do is eliminate everything from your diet, but what's on this list, and then bam, God willing, healing will start to happen. So, great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you have some things that
It does work. Yes, I did. Back when I had first contacted Matt, he sent me some wonderful things, and this is before you guys got married, but he sent me this. This is Matt's book, and I loved it. Absolutely loved your book. And you sent me a few things from Angela as well. And I don't know if you guys can see them, but there was the Raw Reform and the Juice Feast Handbook. This one was like a Bible for me. And not knowing anything about juicing, this helped me leaps and bounds and made me feel like, hey, I actually know what I'm doing. And I had a really great time with the Green Star. Some people say, oh, it's a lot to clean. It's worth it from what you get out of it.
Wow.
And then the last one I got was basically Angela's story. There it is. Yay. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. And then my original note from you. Ta-da! You probably can't read it, but these were all the things that you told me that I should start eating in order to help me with the PCOS. So I have that too.
You have it all here.
Yeah, I do. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you for taking the time to do this video with us.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this is Matt Monarch, and we've got Rosalie. It's not Gil anymore, or is it
Ness? Hi.
Ness, Rosalie. And we'll see you next time at the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks, everyone. Hi.
How are ya?
Good. How are you? It's been a long time.
I know.
Well, here's the. Come here, Zoe.
Yes.
The baby.
Yeah, there she is. Say hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, you're here because of Matt.
Matt.
Yeah. Not like that. Matt taught mommy how to fix her tummy so I could have you, baby. Yeah. She just turned 7 the other day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was 7 years ago. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, 8 now. Yeah, because it's pregnant for a while there.
Okay, we're back with Rosalie here. Rosalie forgot that she wanted to add a couple things that actually was key in her process of healing. Would you like to share these?
Yeah, absolutely. The first thing that I wanted to talk about was I was doing colonics. So you can do them at home, but I was actually going to see somebody. And once she started doing colonics, my skin began to clear up pretty much a few days after the first one. And as I continued to get them, I felt a lot better. And it made a huge difference in not only my appearance, but my physical well-being. So I definitely recommend the colonics. It made a really big difference.
Absolutely. You guys, the colonics or enemas that could be done at home, this is what expedited the process. For her to heal from having hundreds of cysts down to just a few in just 3.5 months, the colon hydrotherapy, cleansing the colon, was the major key thing here that expedited it. It could have probably been done without the colon hydrotherapy, but this expedites the process exponentially.
And something that I was weary about when I was first going was, oh, is it going to hurt? Is it, going to be uncomfortable and painful? But it wasn't, not at all. When you have somebody that's a professional doing it, or you follow the directions that are given to you to do it at home, it's not painful at all. It's actually very soothing. So I wanted to point that out.
It eliminates incredible amounts of waste. It's not just solid waste matter that comes out. for example, when you eliminate processed foods, you have to go through a withdrawal process. Just like when someone eliminates coffee, they start getting the shakes, the headache, the coffee breath. This isn't solid waste coming out. We're talking about gas, acids, and other things happening, and colon hydrotherapy takes care of it all, and it's extremely powerful. And I know, Rosalie, you wanted to share about your experience, because a lot of people who embark on a healthier dietary lifestyle say they can't do it because they can't afford to do
Yeah,
it.
correct. And something that I discovered immediately was I could grow vegetables at home. I had a really small place, but I just had a pot and I started growing tomatoes and peppers. And you just start small. You can, in your community, there's community gardens. You may not even know about them right now, and they're there. So you can always find other people that have vegetables to trade, so you don't have to go out and spend a lot of money.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, start small and you'll end up with so many vegetables that you're going to end up sharing them with family and friends. And then you find out somebody else is growing something else and you go, oh, you know what? I actually want some of that and I can't normally get it. So it's been working out really well for me in the growing process, and my daughter enjoys it as well.
Wow, that's awesome. I could take a few lessons probably.
Yeah. Yeah, and you don't have to have a green thumb, especially with tomatoes and stuff. They just seem to go off on their own. So,
Wow, cool. Is there anything else you would like to share with everybody?
no, I just think reminding them that you can do it even without growing the vegetables at home. You can go to farmers markets. There are a lot of things that you can do to help out groups now that are local farmers that are bringing fresh fruit to your home. And it's at a very small fraction of the price that you would think it would be. You can also go visit farms now. They're welcoming people from cities to come to the farm and learn about the product and to actually
So thank you again for coming on and sharing your experience with everybody. I think it's going to help a lot of people.
Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you getting in touch with me and letting me share my story.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. See you later. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.
Oh, hey, should I take probiotics too, or just stick with the enzymes?
I think it could be good, probiotics.
Yeah.
Let me see if I sent you something. I don't know if I included that or not. Let's
Oh,
take a look. Nice.
yeah, I'm going through the I guess kind of that withdrawal process right now,
Oh yeah.
My stomach is just going a little crazy and I'm getting the sweats and everything's draining right now and I definitely didn't miss this part of it.
Right. It's like getting everything out. This is where
Yeah.
colon hydrotherapy can actually help.
Yeah, I'm going to get in touch with Robbie. That was a lady that I saw. I mean, she was incredible. She made
Right.
a big difference. So I'm going to be contacting her and seeing if I can't get in here shortly.
I sent you probiotic covered almonds.
Oh,
But
cool.
that's not like
I don't want to just take something random I find at the store. I want to make sure that I'm taking something that's, good for me.
okay. Let me see if I can squeeze this in. Okay. You're all good. I'm sending a bottle with it. You might get 2 packages. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Matt. I
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah,
that.
absolutely.
All right. I'll look forward to the video and I'll let you know if I hear from anyone.
Okay, cool. I'm